Hello, leopards, and welcome to your Big 6 lesson, an introduction by me, Sierra Mansker. First, let's begin with our lesson purpose. So for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Miss Mansker, and I am your school librarian. It is my job, my role and responsibility to not only help you find the most wonderful books, but also to assist you in any of your information needs. So the purpose of today is to show you an information literacy model that can help you with all your research needs. Utilizing the Big 6 information literacy model actually addresses quite a many standards. For us here in Texas, it addresses your language arts standard, particularly in 7th and in 8th grade at our campus, and 8 or 7.12d, which refers to your ability to complete your research process, also including relevant and valid sources. For Common Core standards, it addresses the research to build and present standard 8 in your English language arts classrooms. It's exactly the same for both 7th and 8th grade, and it is regarding your research process. Again, how you find your resources and how you make a research project or paper from those sources that you find. It also addresses your ISTE standard, which is about locating sources, finding the ones that you need to culminate your research project, and making sure that they are valid and accurate. And for your AASL standard, this refers to, again, your ability to curate those sources that you need to gather information for. So all of these different standards basically just state that you can, through this model, you are addressing your need for research and you're addressing your need for finding different sources to help you complete a certain task and making sure that you're citing those sources and that those sources are credible and valid and relevant to what you are trying to obtain. And it's time for the big reveal. What is this Big 6 that I keep talking about? Well, the Big 6 is an information literacy model for how to gather, evaluate, and use information for an intended purpose. Most of the time, this intended purpose is going to be for an assignment, but sometimes you might want to research things for yourself. So this is also a good model to use for any time that you want to conduct any kind of research. Before we get into the different steps of the Big 6 model and how to utilize that during your research process, I do want us to take a quick pause in that and take the pre-assessment. So to take the pre-assessment, what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to log into your Google Classrooms on your device. Whenever you do that, you're going to go to the library Google Classroom. This is the same Google Classroom that we've used for when you've been accessing Destiny, to place your holds, or to access your Comic Plus accounts whenever you're using those graphic novels that are online and available to you. When you've logged into the library Google Classroom, you'll see at the very top there is a Google form, and you'll know it's a Google form because it has that like purple image and that icon next to it. And it will say Big 6 Research Pre-Assessment. So you'll click on that and then you'll take the quiz. I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that, so don't feel rushed. Try to answer it to the best of your ability. It's not going to give you a score at the end because this is a pre-assessment, but what you can do is you can see what other people have said. So to wrap up for our conclusion today, the Big 6 model helps you organize your research process to obtain your goals. And using the Big 6 model is a great way to conduct your research thoroughly, accurately, and precisely. So I encourage you to use it in every facet that you can to make sure that you are always obtaining your information goals.